first carry now for Nick Chubb. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Mayfield off the play fake. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They go play action. Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nice throw there by Mayfield, a guy who really reemerged as the season and later the playoffs went on last year. What are defenses trying to do against him?
Well, the first thing defenses want to do is use his emotion against him because he's such a passionate player that sometimes he comes up really hyped up and the ball might sail a little bit early. But as the game settles in, the next part is make sure you chip away at his timing, put the pressure on him so maybe his feet don't get quite set and then he's not able to be as accurate as he normally is.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Mayfield looks to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll run for it. Chubb. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. Nick Chubb stops short. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. McDonald. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Here's McDonald to throw. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. McDonald sets to throw. He'll get this off to Swift. And in for the Lions, touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. McCann's got it teed up. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. At their own 15-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Play action. It's McDonald. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Throwing is McDonald. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. That catch good for only a couple.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To throw on second down, McDonald. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. McCann's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down. And he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Mayfield on play action. Rolling to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Julian Okwara. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Play fake. Mayfield. Out to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
throwing on first down. McDonald out left side here to Bryant. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Looking to throw. McDonald eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They go play action with McDonald. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Browns, nothing. Tucker McCann, set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A final shot before break. McDonald throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They run. This is Scarborough. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Mikel Roby brings him down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. It's Scarborough again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This is Scarborough. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
3 yards remain for second down. Now Scarborough. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. McDonald. He gets it to Thomas. Touchdown, Detroit. Logan Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. McCann's got it teed up. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield, and this will be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch.
39.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Oh, he fakes a spike. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers showing his strength and quickness there. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Chubb will get the call, running left. And fights through one man. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. So that one will get him halfway to the 1st down marker. 7 yards. Makes it 3rd and 7 now. Mayfield now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunt. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A give. This is Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb. Powering his way forward. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. A give running right is Chubb. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Mayfield off the play fake. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jarvis Landry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's McDonald. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught by Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Now a throw here, hauled in. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. McDonald. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here's McDonald to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Out of the gun, McDonald. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. McCann's got it teed up. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Mayfield's throw into the hands of Hooper. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd down and 3. They go play action. Mayfield. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Watch your slant.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield, he sets to fire deep. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Browns on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is third down and 12. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Mike's 49.
Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Mayfield on play action. Going out wide, finds Chubb. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
They deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play.